What's going on, y'all? So apparently Dion Waiters, aka Philly Cheese, he experienced a panic attack while he was on a flight, right? And what attributed to the panic attack was him consuming too many weed edibles, too many gummies, right? And after the plane landed in LA, he had to get medical attention. Now this story is really troubling for me, man. I watched Dion's career closely ever since his days at Syracuse, when he first got drafted to Cleveland, when he moved to Oklahoma City, and then when he moved to Miami, right? I was happy for Dion when he got his shot in Miami. He took a small minimum deal to go to Miami to bet on himself and re-up and get a big-time contract, which he eventually did, right? And I was happy for him because I'm like, all right, Dion finna get a chance to be the man and show what he could do. Because obviously Dion is talented. You don't get drafted number 4 overall after coming off your team's bench in college, unless you nice, unless you got some type of ability or some type of skill. But Dion ain't played at all this whole season. And what was that? Why was that? Because he was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team after being disgruntled about his role during the upcoming year. See, what happened was Tyler Hero, the young rookie, and Kendrick Nunn, they threw a little bone into what he was trying to do, right? They messed up his whole flavor. Like, he had his plan cut out. Dion was excited for the season. I'm watching him on social media. He amped for the season. He ready to go out here and get busy. And after he got hurt last year, and he felt like, I guess he felt like these young boys gonna come in and steal his shine. He started responding to people on social media when he was talking about, hey, look, these young boys gonna come in and take your spot. I don't know what type of minutes you gonna get, but your minutes gonna be gone. And he started to feel some type of way about that. And of course, the Miami Heat organization got wind of that, and they like, look, we don't got time for that, bro. We don't got time for you interacting with fans and showing that you pissed off 24/7. If you're not in here with us, we can go ahead and ship you out. So apparently they've been trying to move him around and try to see who want him, but ain't nobody took the bait. Ain't nobody want him, right? And I think a lot of that got to do with the fact that Dion is owed $24 million over this season and next as part of the deal that he signed with Miami in 2017. And some people gonna look like I'm not finna pay $24 million to a dude that's a headache like that. As much as I'm a fan of Dion's game, I do recognize, man, Dion is immature in some ways. After watching him on social media and all of that, he remind me of a young Chicago dude. A lot of the young dudes from Philly, they remind me of the young Chicago dudes, young dudes from the Chi that's out here when they get on and they get into a certain limelight. Some of them are not always the most mature. They don't make the best decisions, even when it pertains to their career. At some point, sometimes Dion used to be a little overweight. He used to be a little stocky. Since he been with Miami, Pat Riley got him right. He like, look, we paying you this money. We gonna keep you in shape. So he did cut down on his weight and everything, but Dion still seems a little bit immature at times. I don't know, just some things I can just tell. Some stuff like he just seems a little bit immature. And then going back and forth with fans on social media, that show, hey, Dion, man, that ain't it. That ain't the move. And I'm guessing, well, unless he just saw the writings on the wall and say, look, these young boys finna come in. And then Kendrick Nunn was balling out so crazy. Dion saw it coming. He looking like, man, I don't know if it's going to be no room for me on this team. He started expressing himself about how disgruntled he was going to be with his role, probably in hopes to get traded. But now, with this situation going on, people going to look at it and say, look, man, I don't know. You got issues with drug issues and stuff like that. And some people may not feel like it's a big deal. It's only gummies. Me personally, I never smoked weed a day in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't know nothing about gummies. I've heard some people say you can get a panic attack and all of that if you consume too many. But some people gonna look at it like, look, you might got a drug problem, bro. We're not gonna take all of that on, all of that baggage. You got your immaturity issues, your drug problems, as well as this big contract that you owed. So I don't know, man. It doesn't look. I'm glad that Dion is okay. I thought he had a seizure as well. I think he had a seizure too. I don't know if that's correct or not. But he missed the game in Phoenix because of a stomach ache. And then they were saying he was seeking relief when he took the edibles or whatever. But whatever it was, the edibles, they didn't work out for him because obviously it's all over ESPN. And Miami they gonna try to keep everything in-house. Pat Riley ain't the type of dude that's just gonna leak everything out, even if he pissed at you. So I don't know. I wonder how this gonna play out, man. I wonder how this gonna play out, but man, it's just crazy, man. I'm a fan of Dion, so I've been watching this ascension over the years, and I was happy as can be for that man when he got that big time contract from Miami. I'm like, okay, Dion, You got in a situation that's good for you. Obviously, the team wants you because they gave you that extension. They extended you that offer. And, they were interested in what the future would hold with him and Goran Dragic. Goran Dragic. But now, ain't no room for Dion, man. I think Pat Riley would rather ball out with the young boys. They're less expensive right now, and I think he feels like the future is brighter with these younger, fresher legs, even though Kendrick Nunn is a little older. But I think he is confident with the young boys that he got. The young boys go out and they put the ball in the basket. They can hoop. They're not intimidated by the competition, and they're ready to learn, and they're willing to get a all in every single night. So I don't know if Pat Riley gonna be really willing to try to smooth this over with Dion or not. So I don't know, man. I don't know where Dion's gonna go exactly, but I just don't think. I think his time in Miami has run its course, and it's evident because they haven't even played him. They know that. He know that. So it's time for them to move on. Hopefully, he can find him a home somewhere because I do feel like Dion Waiters belongs in this league. I really do. I think the man can fill it up. Even if he come off a bench role for you, he's a good player to come off the bench to still give you buckets. Any team would appreciate the buckets from Dion Waiters. I'm just hoping that he can become a little bit more mature, and that I'm hoping that everything is all right in his personal life, because for players, I do recognize when you start to see the writings on the wall and things aren't going the way that you want it to go, some guys do start turning to other things. And maybe Dion has always been taking gummies and we don't know, but I'm hoping that nothing is spiraling out of control for him, because sometimes they can be hard for some guys when they feel like, dang, my team don't want to fool with me no more. I got to move on to a new team. This is frustrating. I came here to be a part of this organization. They got some new dudes and they trying to keep me to the curve, it seemed like. And maybe that's what it seemed like to Dion. But at the end of the day, you got to handle your business as a professional. You got to go out and be a professional every single night, and things will turn out for the better for you, hopefully. Same situation that happened with Jalen Rose. I remember when Jalen was expressing how he felt that Larry Brown tried to get him out of the league purposely by not playing them games and trying to trigger a response from Jalen. Because when you're not playing games, most players will be prone to snap off at the head coach, and then the player will be marked as uncoachable because the coach is on some BS. But you got to stay poised. Jalen stayed poised. He stayed professional. He worked hard every single day in practice. He went at everybody in practice and hooped out of his mind. And after that, he was eventually, Larry Brown was pushed out, and then Larry Bird started coaching the team, which opened doors and did wonders for Jalen Rose to revive his career, and everything worked out, man. But I'm not saying he was gonna stay in Miami, but I feel like Dion should have just stayed professional about it, stay low. Somebody would have picked him up. Hopefully, they say, look, man, okay, it's a big time contract that this kid got, but we can use this guy. We can use this guy for scoring. He can help be beneficial to our team. Right now, man, it's in a rough spot for Philly Cheese, man. I'm rooting for the young man. I'm hoping that he, whatever he's battling, and he gets through it. And I'm hoping that he finds him an NBA home. But, man, this ain't the way to do it, man. Some people feel like after Dion got paid, he started getting off his square. He wasn't hooping the same way before he got paid. I believe Dion got hurt, but I think Dion is an asset to a lot of teams, man. I'm hoping things work out, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, peace.